everyone, it's Loza from the Baking Mad Gym Addict. So you want to look like a fitness model? Well, don't we all? You've come to the right place. Today I'm going to show you how to food prep like a bikini model. So keep watching if you're interested. This meal plan is 1,665 calories per day, and the macronutrients for this meal plan can be broken down to a total of 119 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, and 182 grams of protein. If you want me to make a video on how you can calculate how much macronutrients you should be eating for your goals, give this video a like. If there's enough interest and this video gets to say 600 likes, I'll make that video and post it up for you. For this meal plan, you should measure everything with a food scale so that you can get an accurate understanding of how much food you're consuming. I tend to measure my food after it's been cooked. One of my favourite tips which I'll share with you is to use smaller sized food containers. I don't know if it'll work on you, but it always makes me feel like I'm eating much more food. It's a bit like a magic optical illusion where using a smaller sized food box makes it look like you're eating a larger portion of food. Another trick is to eat mindfully and not mindlessly. For me, this means with every single bite you take, chew slowly and concentrate on the taste of your food, and make sure you're not distracted with surfing the net on your phone or watching TV. It's so easy to just wolf down your food. So it's a good idea to slow down your speed when you eat. If you're feeling extreme, you could eat your food with chopsticks or use your non-dominant hand to feed yourself. Take note of the look, smell and feel of the food you're eating, and track your emotions and how full you are before, during and after you eat. Make sure you're not judging yourself when you do this, just simply observe it, note your feelings and then let it go. Anyway, for those that think this is all new age hippie nonsense, let's move on to something more practical. Here come the recipes. All of the meals are interchangeable, so don't feel like you need to eat them all in this exact same order. Alrighty, for meal 1 we've got breakfast. I'm going to make a third cup or 30 grams of oats, 1 teaspoon of peanut butter and 4 egg whites. Simply shake your oats into a food container and add a blob of natural peanut butter. You can see here that I'll be prepping 3 days worth of breakfasts. When it's time to eat your oats, just add a wee drop of water into your tub and cook it. I usually find that a quick 90-second blast in the microwave will do the trick. If you're going to get your knickers in a twist about using the microwave, just cook the oats on the stove. You can eat your egg whites however you like. I've chosen to boil them for 8 minutes before peeling off the shells. I've always found it easier to peel the eggshells off underwater. It just makes shell removal an absolute doddle. Once I've peeled off the shells, I slice the eggs in half and carefully poke out the yolk. Now, I don't personally have anything against eating the yolks, but when I researched this video, egg yolks tend not to feature too heavily in a lot of bikini competitor meal plans. And so that's how we're rolling today. Let me know if you have any ideas for using up hard-boiled egg yolks, because to me, it really does seem like a wee bit of a waste of food. So this is what breakfast will look like. Meal 1 will give you 312 calories, 25 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat and 25 grams of protein. If you feel like you can't stomach the egg whites on their own, you could sprinkle on some low sodium seasoning or sriracha sauce. Alrighty, time for a mid-morning snack. Meal 2 will give you 229 calories worth of food. The macros will look like 17 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat and 24 grams of protein. This doesn't need any cooking whatsoever. You just need 95 grams of tinned tuna, 40 grams of fresh avocado and 2 rice cakes. To jazz up your snack, you can add a cheeky squeeze of lemon juice and a sprinkle of black pepper. Squeezing the lemon juice over the avocado will help stop it from going brown. This snack is so simple, you don't actually need to prep it in advance, but if you choose to do so, it will look like this. You can just spread the avocado onto your rice cake and top it with some tuna. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okie doke, moving on to meal number 3. We're going to have 110 grams of chicken, 25 grams of light, tasty shredded cheese, and 2 cups of cauliflower rice. To make the chicken, I just bash up the breasts with a meat mallet and then season them with some salt-free chicken seasoning blend from Mrs. Dash. They don't sell Mrs. Dash seasoning in the shops here in Australia, so I buy them from iHerb.com. Use my discount code SBC515 if you want to buy stuff from iHerb.com to get money off your first order. I lay the seasoned chicken breasts onto a hot pan with some water until they are cooked all the way through. To make the cauliflower rice, just break off the florets of your cauliflower like this, and then give your florets a gentle pulse in your blender to make them into rice-like particles. If you don't have a blender, then lucky you, because you get a nice bicep workout by using a cheese grater to make your cauliflower rice. Yay! Once you've made the cauliflower rice, just spray your pan lightly with some olive oil and stir your cauliflower around for about 5 minutes. I chose to add extra flavour to my cauliflower rice by adding a couple of cheeky tablespoons of curry powder. I didn't take the curry powder into account when calculating the calories and macros, but if you're feeling super strict, feel free to do this yourself. Then it's just a matter of weighing out your cauliflower rice, pieces of chicken breast, and then topping it with 25 grams of light, tasty shredded cheese. Meal 3 will give you 274 calories worth of food, which can be broken down to 8 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, and 35 grams of protein. Good stuff. Okay, so now we've gone to the trouble of cooking a big batch of chicken breasts, so we might as well eat chicken again for meal number 4. Here we've got 110 grams of chicken breasts. With our 110 grams of chicken breasts, we're going to make some delicious pieces of sweet potato. We're going to aim for 100 grams of sweet potato per serving, and we're also going to top meal number 4 with 15 grams of cashew nuts. To make the sweet potato, I'm just going to peel and chop them into medallion shapes like this. And then I'm going to lay them out onto a pan, give them a quick spray of coconut oil, and then I'm going to sprinkle on some salt-free Mrs. Dash extra spicy seasoning. I like this seasoning because it gives your sweet potatoes a bit of a chili kick. After bunging them in a preheated oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 200 degrees Celsius, for about 20 minutes, it will look like this. Look at these wee succulent little beauties. All that yumminess just oozing out. I don't know if I've ever met anybody who loves sweet potato as much as I do. I can't get enough of the stuff. And Bob's your uncle, that's meal number 4 done. The chicken, sweet potato and cashew nuts will add up to 300 calories, which is 25 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat and 31 grams of protein. Whizzing on to meal number 5, this is just an easy peasy protein smoothie. For this you'll need 120 grams of banana, 40 grams of vanilla protein powder and 1 teaspoon of yummy peanut butter. I just dump a scoop into a small freezer bag, then it can just be frozen until it's time to drink. When it's time for meal number 5, I just chuck the contents of my freezer bag into a Vitamix blender along with a wee drop of water. I try not to add too much water so that it's almost like a thick milkshake consistency. The nutritional content of your peanut butter banana protein smoothie will look like 351 calories, which is 37 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat and 28 grams of protein. Okie dokie, for the final meal of the day, which is meal number 6, I'm going to make 140 grams of fish. You can choose whatever fish you like. Generally, tilapia, barramundi, fresh tuna fillets are quite good choices. Today I'm choosing fresh tuna. You're going to also need some coconut oil spray and 150 grams of spinach. I'm also going to prep some sugar-free jelly for dessert. For meal number 6, I'm going to season my fish fillets with Mrs. Dash salt-free lemon pepper and then pop it into a hot pan until the fish is fully cooked. Yep, it's not really rocket science, super easy to make. I prefer wilted spinach instead of raw spinach, so I just spray a pan with some coconut oil and pop the spinach leaves on top. I sprinkle on some garlic powder, which I bought from iHerb.com, and I also drizzle on some Bragg's liquid aminos, which I also bought from iHerb.com. I promise you I'm not sponsored by iHerb.com, it's just that I buy a lot of stuff from that website. The liquid aminos kind of taste a bit like soy sauce and just acts as an all-purpose seasoning. Once the spinach leaves are wilted, I add them to the boxes along with the fish. As an after-dinner treat, I'm going to make some raspberry jelly. This is one I picked up from my local supermarket, and it's got a reduced amount of sugar, and apparently it's naturally coloured and flavoured too. I remember a kid's song about jelly that I used to sing when I was little. It goes a little something like this. Jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. Does anyone else know that nursery rhyme, or did I just make it up? Who knows? What I do know is that jelly can be about 7 calories per serve, and so it's quite a low calorie dessert option if you need it. The total of meal 6, including the jelly, will consist of 199 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fat, and a whopping 39 grams of protein. Thank you, Mr. Tuna. And there you have 18 meals prepped for the next 3 days. It's easy to stick to this meal plan if you have your meals ready to grab and go. I ate most of the meals cold, but you can reheat them a little if you like. I actually have a more aggressive bikini meal plan which I filmed recently, which is 1,200 calories, but it's pretty hardcore. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Get to know me more on Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel if you want to watch more videos from me. And don't forget to keep sending me the recipes that you make from my channel, because I absolutely love seeing them and reading your comments. Just use the hashtag BakingMadGymAddict so I can find them. See you soon, YouTube family. Thanks for watching and happy food prepping. Bye!